Good morning, my beautiful black folks. I hope that this day becomes a very, very successful day and a very enjoyable day for you and all of your wonderful, wonderful loved ones. And if you are still blessed with the presence on this side of the river of your mother, please don't forget her. Talk to her. Tell her you love her. And if you are near her, please give her a big hug. She deserves it. Many times in my life, I have said that white folks are socially engineered from birth to think that they are superior, especially to black folks. White folks are socially engineered from birth to think that they have this privilege of domination and this accusatory attitude toward black folks based on our skin, nothing else. White folks can see us from afar, and all they can see is our black skin. And our black skin is in the demented minds of too many white folks. Our black skin is an indictment. Our black skin is seen as a weapon of mass destruction. For example, Ahmaud Arbery jogging down the road, minding his own business. Two truckloads of armed white boys, ignorant, animal like intentions, white boys, start chasing Ahmaud Arbery with the guns, screaming, "Stop! We want to talk to you." If someone, especially a white boy, has a gun, a 25-year-old black man is going to be fearful of his life and is going to try to ignore it and get away from it if he can. Because this 25-year-old black man knew that he had did nothing. He's just jogging. But yet, in the sick minds of these racist, crazy white boys with guns, they think that they have this domination. They think that they can subjugate black folks at random for no reason. They think that they can do casual killings of black folks with impunity. And based on history, that is true. White boys can kill black folks with impunity. Look at George Zimmerman, a perfect example of it. Look at all of these gun-toting, KKK believing, white nationalist type, racist white cops that will pull out a gun and kill an unarmed black child, an unarmed black woman, an unarmed black man with impunity. 9 out of 10 times, that racist white cop is going to murder an unarmed black person with impunity. My beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. White folks, too many of them are too damn comfortable. They do not value the life of black folks, people that look like me. Hence is why when a black victim, a black person, is murdered, publicly lynched, like Ahmaud Arbery was in February. He was publicly lynched by 2 truckloads of armed racist white boys. Trayvon Martin, publicly lynched by an armed, crazy, insane white boy named George Zimmerman. A crazy, insane white boy walked into a church in Charleston, South Carolina, and murdered 9, 10 black folks for no reason. Our skin is an indictment. Our skin is seen as a weapon of mass destruction in the demented minds of too many white folks. And I would go as far as to say is about 60% of white folks right here on this plantation called America have that attitude. They have that mindset. It could be 80% of white folks on this plantation called America have that attitude that is very similar to George Zimmerman, that is very similar to these racist white boys in these pickup trucks that chased Ahmaud Arbery down and murdered him, publicly lynched him with a shotgun. And then it just happened recently in St. Paul, Minnesota. The same type of deal. An armed white boy with a gun following, chasing a black man that was out doing his job, delivering stuff. But this armed white boy, in his sick mind, decided that black man should not be in this neighborhood. He should not be here. A la George Zimmerman's attitude. Our skin is an indictment. Our skin is seen as a weapon of mass destruction. Therefore, in the minds of these small-minded, empty vessel, insane white boys, a black person is always armed because of our black skin. That's the type of illness, sickness that goes through the sick minds of these crazy white folks. Our problem in this country is not Ricardo. Our problem in this country is not Muhammad. Our problem in this country is not Daryl or Tyrone. Our problem and our fears in this country should be of those bubbas. 2 truckloads of bubbas chased Ahmaud Arbery down, murdered him with a shotgun, publicly lynched him in the middle of the street. And all Ahmaud Arbery was doing was jogging because he was into health and fitness. That is something that he did every day of his life. In America, right here on this plantation called America. If you're black, it does not matter what you are doing and where you are. Some armed, demented mind, white boy with a gun can take you out, can publicly lynch you, can kill you with impunity. And then all of these sick white folks will become silent and they will support an effort to try to blame that dead black person for their own death, saying to me and other black folks that a black life does not matter. A black life is worthless. Therefore, we can take you out, we can kill you, just as we go out hunting and kill an animal. We can kill you the same way. Take a look at what Trump is saying to us today in the midst of this COVID-19 disease attack. Trump has decided that people that are over 60 and people that are impoverished are the ones that are disproportionately being killed by COVID-19. Therefore, Trump's attitude is to devalue those lives because Trump's base of support is those white folks. And those white folks that are supporting him are not being killed and infected at the high rate that black folks are, that people over 60 are. Hence is why Trump tried to put a positive spin on the fact that 80,000 people have already died and 1.4 million are infected with the disease. Still, today, Trump tries to normalize that and accentuate some positive position that he has created in that sick mind of his. Again, Trump is saying to us, a black life does not matter. You can die by the thousand, but it means nothing to Trump and his supporters. And know that 63 million white folks are supporting Trump. So Trump is not alone in having that attitude that black folks and black lives do not matter. The more black people die, the better chance Trump and that lily white racist Republican Party have to win more elections, especially the 2020 election that's coming up in November. White folks are socially engineered from birth to believe that they have some inherent domination over black folks, that they have some inherent level of intellect and intelligence over black folks, that their lives are inherently much more valuable than a black life. To give you another example of this privilege, that white folks have. A couple of weeks ago, armed white boys, I call them bubbas, armed in the Michigan State House with automatic weapons. And the Michigan law enforcement in uniform with guns did nothing, did not take the guns away, did not say they had to leave those guns outside or they had to go outside. Michigan law enforcement did nothing accepting the fact that you've got 16 armed white boys, bubbas, standing right there in front of you, armed to the teeth. But the white Michigan police officials did nothing. Had that been 16 armed black men, a black person would have ended up dead that day, because some of those white cops there in that Michigan State House would have shot some of those black folks dead immediately. Remember, our black skin is an indictment. Our black skin is seen as a weapon. Therefore, black folks, people that look like me, in the sick minds of these racist white folks, black folks, people that look like me, are never unarmed because of our black skin. That's what I have on this one. Please go to thethrasherway.libsyn.com. There you will have access to all that I do. Talk to you again on another one real soon.